Hey everyone, welcome to Sister4 here, and today we're here to finish Crash of the Titans for the Nintendo DS. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm even in the title screen as opposed to end the game with one of the hubs. The main reason for it is because, to my own surprise, when I went through the grinding on this and finding out what crates I was missing and everything, I ended up finding out, without clicking on the video mind you, that there's supposedly multiple endings for this game. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not, but I can't risk not finding out. So, as a first for me, I'll go through the efforts of using 100% save file, which is the main save file I've been using for the recording, to go through the 100% ending. And I do have a second save file, which I've already beaten, for the normal ending. The one I wanted to show you, but I forgot that if you backtrack, you could end up actually beating 100%. I don't know if it actually still plays the original or not, so let's just do this. The only downside of using the other save file is that it's not fully upgraded there, so I'm going to be a little bit weaker. Just a little bit. Anyway, on to the Cortex spot. This dancing fool.
I can't stop the Cortex bot by myself. We can't let Uncle Rampage in his giant disco robot, can we? Oh. Let's team up. You fight your way up the left. I'll go right. We'll meet at the top and settle this without a giant robot to worry about. Okay?
Yeah, make me have to go through the whole thing in the beginning. Anyway, we're now inside the Cortex bot. Thankfully, you do not have to worry about getting all the crates or anything in this one, so it's just straightforward as it can be. Fight all the mutants, get through these blockades, get to the end. Except that they're trying to run away. You think for something where there's like a big build up like this, well, big in relativity to this game of all things, that there'd be like a huge amount of like blockades. Like there are blockades, but there aren't like as many as you would think there would be. The good side about this, though, by the way, is that you do get to play as both Crash and Nina before we get to the final boss. Although the thing is, like, even if there is a different ending, that only makes me wonder how much more could be different with the game if the 100% is pretty much just you getting everything. Like, I can't imagine it'd be that much when all you're doing is just, going through this, play as both Crash and Nina, but then have good old Crash here save the day once again. Heck, even the newest game, Crash 4, again, newest relatively speaking, like, you get to play all these other characters, but in the end of the day, it's Crash and Coco who, like, pretty much just does the Cortex in. Maybe there's a cutscene where it's more like Twin Sanity style, and it's like, you have to play as Nina now for that, or something. Like, I legit don't know, because, like, again, I've played this game before, I've beaten it, I have not 100%ed it like that, and haven't really had much incentive to. What have I got?
What have I got?
What the frick is this? Doesn't even have a face. Like, I can't get off because if I do, it'll just like a... And it's another mutant with an attack button. If you could believe it, it's another mutant with an attack button. I should have actually checked out the B button version actually. But it's like, at this point, it's just like, what's the point of complaining about this? We've now seen, like, what, 7, 8 mutants in this game with freaking attacks for buttons. I mean, the special button just being the attack button. Like, at least all the buttons are used, but anyway. It's time for Nina. Again, thankfully you don't have to do this for all of them. Just most of them. I always get ready, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, there's always one creature in the Cortex bot that like, wants to sneak up on you off screen. Because as I was saying, like, would it be like Twin Sanity style, where it's like, you play as Crash, but then at some point, you get hit with a cutscene, and like Nina has to like finish the job, and you both save the day, or there's like another fight between Nina or something. Like, that's the part I'm more so curious about, because like, I already know Crash has to face Cortex. That's pretty obvious. You good, Nina? Look at that! They just oh my god!
Uncle, it's time to put a stop to this.
Crash, you're siding with her? I thought we had an arrangement. Oh, sure, I keep trying to kill you, but why dwell on the past? I don't see why you want to bring in someone new.
You got yourself caught in the middle, Unc. You're too evil for him, and not evil enough for me. First we'll defeat you, then I'll defeat Crash myself. Ha-ha!
Gordy.
That doesn't sound all bad. And, well, I can't possibly take you both on at once. Okay, I give up. Just make it quick.
Great. Crash, you grab my uncle. I'll shoot him with the Mutato Ray Gun 3000. Watch me.
Oh, you did it, Nina! You defeated Crash Bandicoot! Oh! None of my other henchmen have ever been able to do that. Not too shabby.
It's hench person, and I'm tired of being one. I did not go to Evil Technical College to be a flunky. You're not evil enough to be my superior, Unc. I'm taking over, and I'll use this Mutato Ray Gun to do it.
Wait, stop. So, in the 100% scene, You're telling me that Crash doesn't block the mutated ray gun? Because like I realize I'm possibly throwing out spoilers for someone out here, but in the normal ending, Crash just blocks the I guess you can call it a blast. Blocks the blast, and then gets hit when it hits Nina instead. But you're telling me here he doesn't even attempt to block it? Okay. And what we're left with is trying to do this fight as Nina. I don't even know if you can hurt this thing, because like with Crash, you can't hurt it. Oh my god, I'm actually dead. Because like, look at this. Doesn't even look like I'm hurting it. Like, yeah, it's flashing, but that doesn't mean I'm hurting it. Why does that hit me from, like, the other side of Texas, dude? What is this? Dude, how many hits does it even take? Like, I can't... Because the thing is, like, there's no other way to attack. Hold on, I got an idea. Maybe I could block it? Oh, I could just block it. Okay. Wait, actually, I got an idea. Can I block... I'm not left-handed, so I gotta try something here. Can I, like, try blocking while charging? Hold on, I gotta try something here. Okay, so you can block it while charging, but again, I'm not left-handed, so I kind of have a bit of a disadvantage here. But you know what? The fact that you can block the attack makes the whole thing so much easier now, because, like, the thing is, like, it's literally the only thing it's going to do the entire boss fight, if you remember any of the boss fights in the game. But I will say this. Through technicality and the damage, this is technically the hardest boss in the game. Just simply for its damage output. So yeah, if you're left-handed, you may actually have an advantage of doing this boss fight compared to like other people with like doing this with right-handed, just because you can't. I mean, you can block, but the thing is, you can't block with the L button. If you could block with the L button and then use this to like recharge it, it'd be fine. Actually, I'm honestly curious. Like, is there ever like the amount of insane and honestly absurd top 10s that are out there, is there one where there's like a top 10 of like boss fights in video games that are meant that you have an advantage of doing for freaking if you're left-handed? I can't imagine there isn't one at this point, but maybe there's a top 5 instead. I don't know that. At this point, I'm just curious as to what this can do, because, like, I feel like the DS, if anything, was probably, like, the first console I could think of that, like, puts real consideration, like, active consideration, I mean, towards people who are left-handed versus, like, Atari controllers that it's, like, it's just a button. I think outside of which one does the button, which one does control the actual stick, you're not really putting too much thought and consideration into it. Because the thing is that, like, with a lot of DS games, sometimes they have the buttons be working like the D-pad, and you know, basically vice versa of the D-pad and buttons. And it is cool to see that. I'm just wondering how many games actually do that. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped. Of course, if you can't shoot in the air, you can't block either. Charge. At this point, I'm just trying to focus on as many charges as many hits as I can get off of this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Do another set of 3 here.
This is not what I wanted to happen. Oh, I'm out of here. My Cortex bot will boogie no more.
Engine, get the robot back to working order.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we're gonna do something really fun. To Wumpa Island! We've got some pristine nature to smash.
So, in the 100% ending, she basically gets exactly what she wants. So, if you guys remember, in the console versions, she took over Cortex's plans with the Doominator to try smashing all the inhabitants of Wumpa Island and pretty much everything to take over the world. So, in this version, you're telling me she gets to accomplish this, but we don't get to see it. So it's kind of like Crash Bash, where if you play the evil team and, well, you beat Oxide, Uka takes the crystals and just wins. Actually, can you skip this? Yeah. Okay. So, oh. That's neat. Okay. We're now going to go ahead and do the whole thing again because we need the original ending. The one I wanted to show you off first. But I'm stuck on the ending a little bit. So they have an ending where she actually wins. Kind of like Uka and Crash Bash. And she gets to accomplish what she wanted to do in the console version. Of course, we don't see that, but, you know. That's actually pretty cool. I kind of wish we got to see more of it, but hey. Unfortunately, I think I've mentioned this already, but you can't skip cutscenes in this game, even when pressing start, even if you've already seen that. Like, I'm pressing A right here. In fact, I'll even press the A button on the goddamn touchscreen. Nothing's happening. I can't skip it. Alright.
What have I got?
So basically, we gotta play through this whole thing again. In the interest of y'all's time here, I'm gonna get to the point where we get to the cutscene again, but with what was supposed to happen.
Uncle, it's time to put a stop to this.
Crash, you're siding with her? I thought we had an arrangement. Oh, sure, I keep trying to kill you, but why dwell on the past? I don't see why you want to bring in someone new.
You got yourself caught in the middle, Unc. You're too evil for him, and not evil enough for me. First we'll defeat you, then I'll defeat Crash myself. Ha ha!
That doesn't sound all bad. And, well, I can't possibly take you both on at once. Okay, I give up. Just make it quick.
Great. Crash, you grab my uncle. I'll shoot him with the Mutato Ray Gun 3000. Watch me.
Oh, super. She led you here, convinced you to help her, and then managed to shoot herself. You know, that didn't come from my side of the family. Since we couldn't remutate you with the Mutato Raygun 3000, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, with an overly elaborate scheme, using an ill-conceived robot and more mutants!
Okay, so now we're in Crash's version, and I just thought about it. After that tiny boss fight, what does he say when Nina loses? Now I have to find out, which means I'm gonna have to go through the whole Cortex bot again, just so I can see that. But I am curious. Otherwise, the strategy on this is exactly the same. Just keep hitting it until the heart comes out. Block the attacks. I know it looks like I'm taking damage, but I'm just blocking it. See? But just keep hitting it enough until, like, he'll eventually pop out that heart. I just don't know how many hits it takes, or if it even matters which type of hit I'm doing. But yeah, now I'm actually curious, because, like, I'm gonna have to go back to all the bosses in the game and show y'all those losing quotes, including Nina, somehow. But God, I just thought, I was like, even if I have to go through getting Nina's, like, losing quote on that, I really do have to go through this whole level again with the Cortex bot. That's probably the only suckish part about it, is that, like, you have to go through the whole level again to see it. It's not a bad level, it's just, you're just doing it over again. Oh, you can actually just stand right here? Hold on, I actually want to see. Okay, never mind. Let me try it from a different spot. Hold on. Okay, I can't tell because he was doing all that, but let's see. Okay, no, I just don't think I can stand in a specific spot. How come he doesn't get hit? What is this? Look at that. I don't think the mojo chain even matters at this point of the game, but hey. Now you're probably wondering, like, why not just use the special for this? Like I said, I'm not sure if there was, like, a particular difference between just using your normal attacks, your heavy attacks, or the special. So at this point, I'm just like, I think it might as well just focus on the faster attack rather than one that's stronger, but hits less often. Because, like, it seems to be working all the same, it's just... The only difference is I have to do, like, I can get 3 of these in versus just, like, 2. Or maybe I only get 2 in this one. Okay, never mind. Just 2 or 3. You know what? I'll try to do a final uppercut, though. Hold on, let me see. Hoi!
This is not what I wanted to happen! I'm out of here! be no more.
Okay, wait. He built a giant dancing robot? And it used the Tiki Mojo as power? And you had to climb into its brain to smash it? Sounds like an adventure. Yeah! Well, whatever happened to Nina? I guess we'll find out next time.
Except, unfortunately, we don't. Also, can we just talk about how Lex Lang is like a treasure for the Crash series? I think we have already, but you know what? Fine. Anyway, that is Crash of the Times for the Nintendo DS. I think between the loose quotes of all the characters, of all the bosses in the game, I am curious. You know what? I'm still planning on doing an extra part. It won't be right after this one. It'll be sometime soon because like I don't think with the gallery I'm just so freaking blown away by everything I just saw with this. Between the 100% ending, the freaking laugh tracks, Cortex, Lex Lang being a treasure for Cortex, and just how did this game get multiple endings but not the console version? Like, I'm just blown away that this game somehow manages to find a way to be even more different than the console versions. And that's another thing. Between the fact that let me just put this system down. The different gameplay, which honestly hits more to the classic style of the Crash series, like the Crash trilogy. The fact that you can use every single mutant in the game, other than bosses. The fact that some of the levels honestly have some really hitting levels of music, like some that just really hits. And again, I haven't shown you guys the hacks thing. It's not like actual hacking. It's just like it's like this game's version of cheat codes. And again, all the stuff in the gallery that I need to unlock through the yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the game's done. Like the only thing that's left is just everything on the extras part. But this video's not done yet because after this is finished, we're gonna see the loose quotes for. Actually, you know what? I'm already planning on doing that for the extra part. I might also just save that for the extras video. So I guess it is the end. Glad we got that sorted out. But yeah, I'm not sure what more we can do with the game outside of the extras part because like it's not just multiplayer and the little sequel tease that they gave. You know, we did get Mind Over Mutant on the DS, but unfortunately that game ends up deciding to follow the console version story. So that little teaser at the end of the normal ending just never happens. What can you do? Alright. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay innocent, stay natural, to survey alive, and of course, as always, stay warped. Stay warped! And I'll see y'all in the extras video.